Hello, Kevin here. We've got Steve and Cynthia.
Yeah.
I will say that we're still in Petworth. Let me emphasise that we are still in Petworth. We haven't gone anywhere. So we are now at St Mary's Parish Church in Petworth. So we're going to have a look around the outside and have a look around the inside. We popped in this morning, but there was a big sort of coffee morning on, so we didn't just do anything then. But it's empty now, we hope. Okay, let's have a look around the outside first. We have got some very interesting graves here. We've had a very quick look round, so we'll have a see what we can find. Steve's got all the information for the inside, and that's wonderful. So let's go. Let's have a look round. And as you can see, the church is predominantly built of stone with big buttresses. This is on the west end, so that's where we've started. We're on the west end. Just here are the graves that we've noticed straight away when we came in, and these are the same types of graves that Steve and I saw in Rye when we were down in East Sussex. So this is all part of Petworth House, I think, that the church backs onto. Lovely little pathed area going round here. An very old-fashioned lamp.
I think it's a gas lamp. It's got the turn.
Yeah, the gas lamp at the top.
Turn it on and off.
But all the glass is broken, unfortunately. But, very interesting. This is the north side of the church. Not much room here to get away from the church. So let me just. I'm just walking underneath a yew tree. Again, this is all part of Petworth House. But there we are, look, the huge Norman tower. It's exactly 2 o'clock. It'd be wonderful if some chimes come out. I don't know whether they will or not. Probably an old yew tree there. But just look at this here. Look at the stonework that's been repaired, obviously, some years ago. I would imagine that there was a doorway here on the north side at some point, but more herringbone stonework there, look. Just touching against that buttress. As you can see, the graveyard here is not very big at all. Got this doorway here. Some more tabletop tombs just here. And one here right against the wall of the church. Headstone right against the church wall, and this is the east end of the church. There's 2 different entrances to the church. We've got this one here, but then you've got the main entrance on the south side of the church. Just here we've got these headstones either side of this bench, which are huge. They've got to be, I would think, 6 feet high. Absolutely monstrous things. Well, I've actually been round the outside of the church now. We're all just going to go into the. There's not a porch here, interestingly, on this church, but we're going to go in, have a look at the church, and see what we can find in there. So let's head on in. just here we've got the font, which is on the west end of the church. Just now is actually George O'Brien, the Earl of Egremont, and he was born in December the 18th, 1751, and he died on November the 11th, 1837. So that's who that is, George O'Brien. And that stands in the sort of northwest corner of St Mary's Church. Quite an impressive statue as well. And the third Earl of Egremont was a patron of the arts and supported the work of Constable Turner and Romney, amongst others. He was also a philanthropist and helped launch the Petworth emigration scheme to help local residents travel overseas to find work, and at the same time relieve rural poverty caused by overpopulation. And this is the chapel of St Thomas. I'm just going through the rood screen. And on the north wall of the chapel is the tomb, the dortory tomb. And this is the dortory tomb. I just wanted to take a little bit of a better look at this tomb. And these are the figures of Sir John and Lady Jane. They each kneel at their own prayer desk, and they're facing each other, and across a single desk, as is often the case. Lady Jane's desk simply has a book on top, which it has, but Sir John's also has mail gauntlets and a helmet to indicate his status as a knight. And above, I think, that one there are heraldry frieze along the top of the tomb. And I do remember coming here once before, and somewhere I did see a plaque, it might even be this one, where the several members of the Dortory family are actually buried in this chapel. You know, several persons of the Dortory family to whom a part of this chancel formerly belonged are also buried in it. Clearly here there was some brass plaques in this piece here, but they've all been removed by the looks of it. One central one left, but just there in Latin, and this is clearly about the Dortory family. I was actually just about to leave the Dortory chapel when I noticed this slab on the floor, and it says, "Here lies the body of Mrs. Mary Dortory, who departed this life on the 7th of August 1733 in her 71st year of her age. She was one of the daughters of William Dortory of More in the parish of Petworth, Esquire, and also the body of Mrs. Jane Dortory, who departed this life on the 17th of July 1746 in the 81st year of her age." She was another of the daughters of William Daughtry of Moore in the parish of Petworth. So I want to have just a general look around the church now, and one thing that the three of us were absolutely stunned about was this ceiling. And it would be great if Cynthia or Steve could find out what the initials IHS stand for. And I'm just in front of the organ, and the organ pipes are right up there, look at that. Just to my left we've got the pulpit, and I'm just about to go through the rood screen from the nave to the chancel, and above this chancel arch, look at the size of that wooden cross. It's huge. So let's go into the chancel and have a look. And either side you've got the choir seats, I would imagine they are, left and right. The ceiling here is wooden, with a sort of semi-arched ceiling. And here we are just in front of the altar, which is made of wood, with a very impressive reredos behind it. Just look at that. That is stunning. And a beautiful stained glass window to the east end of the church. And then on the south side, where the sunlight is beginning to stream through, look at those. It's beautiful. And another one just there. One thing I wanted to pick up on is this, and this is a typical thing you find in a lot of churches where someone is depicted as a knight, and it says in loving memory of Henry Marles, Churchwin, Stapleton, Captain RFA, who was killed in action near Ypres, 14th of November 1915, aged 28, and is buried at Regenhurst for the 21 years of his home was in the parish. Well, we finished at St Mary's Parish Church in Petworth. What did you think?
Yeah, it's quite nice. Big.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge church. Yeah, lots of interest in there. So if anybody wants to come and have a look at the church, it's St Mary's. Really, really interesting. As Steve said, it's a huge church. Lots of stuff in there. So we're now going to head off and probably not do another one today. No. So all the usual stuff. Please follow, like and subscribe to the Kevin's Rambles YouTube channel, and please follow us on the Kevin's Rambles YouTube group and page on Facebook. Thank you, Cynthia. She thinks I'm going to forget, but I'm not. Anyway, this will be Kevin, Steve and Cynthia from St Mary's in Petworth saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.